All right, this is KevinSvensonCrypto, where tyranny is defied. It is April 15th, 2024. And this weekend was a totally crazy ride. It started Friday. There was a big dump. And then there was fears about, the whole Israel thing. And so basically we're getting a pre-halving dump, which may continue, or we may continue to kind of go sideways, consolidate. Honestly, I kind of feel like these candles are looking really weak, so I feel like a revisit of the 50K region with Bitcoin is probably in the cards, 50 to even as far as 46, 47,000, 48,000. Certainly could happen, but there's no guarantees. What really took the brunt of all of the the pain really were the altcoins. A lot of them went down 50, 60%. Like they really got smashed, but they're on their support. So if you're looking to get into crypto, this is your absolute chance right now. If you don't get in now, you might have a few months to accumulate, but after that, the bull market's going to be full fledged and everyone's going to be going crazy. And you might make a lot of money, but it's going to be over before you know it. And then, did you have a plan? Like, did you hold for a year to avoid higher capital gains? Are you going to be on like a higher time horizon? Or if you don't care really, and you do 5-6 years in crypto, then it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to kind of get in for a year or two, make your money, get out, this is kind of your last chance. If you get in right now and start exiting a year from now, you're probably looking pretty good. But again, this isn't financial advice. It's just, I've been doing this for about 7 years now, so kind of learned a thing or two, and I've suffered quite a bit on a lot of these dips. And, if I can help people not make the same mistakes I've made, then I guess maybe I've done something worthwhile. But basically, the bull market doesn't really officially start until we break this previous line of resistance, break the all-time highs with conviction. And that isn't going to happen probably for another couple weeks at best. And if we do get a correction down to the 50s, it's going to be another month or two before we get back up to 74K or whatever it was. Yeah, we did break the all-time high technically, but from a logarithmic standpoint and just, Fibonacci and stuff like that, like we didn't really break. We didn't break and hold above in conviction and consolidate and move up. So we have time to kind of accumulate, build some positions. But right now is that time. We're going to take a look at some of these altcoin positions, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So basically, we've been thrown back. There's this Gala right here. We've been thrown back at previous support right here, and we could even go further down again. I don't think that's going to happen. But if Bitcoin crashes more, then it's likely that, a lot of these altcoins will crash again pretty hard. Hoping not, but we'll see. But this is Algorand right here. I feel like it had a really rough time being stuck in this really long falling wedge. So its target really is back up to its all-time high, about $2.60. So if you're getting right now, you're actually getting like a 15x. A 10x would be $1.60. So 260, 280. Yeah, you're looking at like a 10 to 20x on your money with Algorand. So that's one I'm kind of looking at right now to accumulate. I'm hoping to get some money back from Voyager. As hellish as that has been. Still waiting to get my Celsius shares for Ionic, but whatever. But we'll look at Cardano. Cardano is on previous resistance, made support, which is a positive sign. Like where we got this drop, a lot of coins are finding a bottom. So this looks like a really good level to accumulate. Probably your last chance to accumulate before we start going up to $1, $2, $3. Probably up to $7 to $10. One of my take profits is 7. I'll probably take a profit around 5 as well. But this thing could really run. It could really run. We'll take a look at that another time. I do want to look at some technical analysis on a lot of these. Atom just completely creamed, honestly, but Cosmos Atom is a good one. You can keep, I think, 15 to 17% rewards on this thing, and it's on the same network as Injective. as well as a few other coins. The Injective is basically on the Cosmos ecosystem, and Injective did very well this former bull market. I guess we're still in the bull market, but it's done very well in this bull market. Now I'll actually pull it up. But we'll look at a few other things. Bitcoin dominance spiked really heavily. I don't know if we're actually going to go back up to this. This is such a high level, kind of, I don't want to say it's a rejection spike of dominance, but it went up to 56, 57%, almost 60% dominance. So, to me, I feel like that's probably it, especially if we come back down into the low 50s. More than likely, if you have a lot of Bitcoin, so basically what it tells you is if you have a lot of Bitcoin, it might be a good time to start looking at like Ethereum or Solana or Cardano to start edging into some other positions. But basically, if this is going to be the top for Bitcoin dominance, then we're probably going to, this is something I drew earlier, but like we may fall down over the next year or two and then probably pop back up or something like that. This is kind of what I'm looking at anyway. Get rid of that. That's all about. Bitcoin USD. CRO token. Yeah, a lot of these really did fall back to the previous resistance made support. Take a look at DOT. Same situation. The Dixie, I believe, rallied a bit more. Yep, Dixie's rallying. That's the US dollar against other currencies and such. DYDX, same thing. I don't really hold that one. Engine Coin, man, Engine Coin got really wrecked. Now, this is one you could really probably look at it. You might be able to make some really good gains on this. So it's at 31 cents. It could be a 20x to its all-time high at $4. 10x really, but that's a hell of a. Actually, I think this chart's even old too. I think it actually went higher than this. Engine Coin would be one I would take a look at. So far, Engine Coin, ADA, Algorand, they got hit really hard. Let's see, Filecoin, kind of the same. Gala, the same. It's like we're basically just on previous supports. We just got knocked back 3 to 6 months, depending on the coin you're holding. ICP actually held up pretty well, interestingly enough. Link. Yeah, Link tested down to $12. There's a slight possibility it could come back down to $9 to $10. This is the one I kind of like. I wonder, is this telling us something? Because it didn't really test this previous area too hard. Yeah, between $8 and $9. But if we hold support here, that'd be very positive. All right, Litecoin got hit pretty hard, but still within this ascending triangle. Overall, I think, I'm not completely bullish on Litecoin, but it looks okay. Let's see what the mining stocks did, but they got hit pretty hard. Yeah, Marathon Digital got hit pretty hard. The NASDAQ's starting to retrace. Stock market may continue a retracement. The sell narrative may start prevailing, and also just if the war stuff keeps on escalating, that could get pretty ugly. Near protocols looking pretty juicy. It was really juicy down here at $1. I mean, down here at $1, you're getting to 20x to all-time high. Wish I'd bought more, but is what it is. No, Ontology is actually looking somewhat interesting in that it didn't fall greatly. Ontology is made by the same people that made Neo, and Neo is supposed to be kind of like the Chinese variant of Ethereum, and Neo might be one also to start running. What are we looking like today? Is this today? Yeah, it's actually looking somewhat it has some strength to it. High of 140, 190, 200. Yeah, this thing might start really ripping at some point, and there is some positive. The Neo price 6% rally in 6 days. What's next? Yeah, it's looking interesting. Riot also on previous support. I mean, to me, it just looks like most of the pain is probably over with. Like, I mean, if we break these levels on a lot of these coins and these mining stocks, it's going to get real ugly to where we'll go down to a whole nother thing. It'd be kind of a good thing because it would extend the bull market a couple months. So, I mean, what's good actually right now is that we're not breaking all-time highs and we're consolidating. So, the longer right now we can stay above below all-time highs and kind of consolidate, the better. Because the second we break all-time highs, you probably have 300 to 400 days before the top is in. It could even be 200. So you really don't know how long it's going to last. But once those all-time highs are broken, it's just going to be euphoric and people are going to start, going crazy. And that's just the name of the game. But just be careful. When everyone gets all hyped, that's when you start asking yourself, what's going on? Synthetics. Solana got hit pretty hard. And I think it's still got plenty of room to go. I mean, I'm thinking $400 to $500, maybe even $1,000 to $1,200. It's kind of like the Ethereum of last cycle. Actually, it's better than Ethereum in a lot of ways. Maybe not as decentralized, but that could change in time. Pepe. Can't believe this thing has ripped as hard as it has. Might be one. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about making a little meme coin portfolio just for fun, as just But I really am not a fan. I'm more of a fundamental. Zilliqa got hit real hard. We are previous support resistance. I really wish it held better support up here, but Zilliqa never really ran too hard. It's just basically it's probably creating a bit of a longer term consolidation into maybe a parabola later on. Let's see. One. If I want to create a line here or not. Just trying to see if I want to make something like that, but yeah, more than likely what it's going to do is probably create this parabola, something like that. And it may only go to all-time highs depending how aggressive the parabola goes, but within the next month or so, I think we're going to bottom with these altcoins. They all look pretty much the same. They all hit these resistance lines. Previous support, main resistance. I think for the most part, the pain is likely over with. Kava got hit real hard. Did it make all-time low? Kava to hold AMA on X on April 8th. Interesting. And here's Injective. This is one that's been ripping really heavily in this market. And we tagged down to the 618. Yeah, the 0.618 is often a retracement, so yeah, bounced off that. This thing might go to $100, $100, $200 maybe even. There's no previous charting really. I guess what you could do is draw, which is the Fibonacci already kind of has it there, but you could extend it out and maybe take it to, say, July, a year from now. Or maybe it's a parabola that goes. This is super speculative. It's something like that. I don't think it's going to go that high. I mean, I think something like this is more likely. July 2025. And that's kind of where I'm thinking we may top around that time period, or it's possible that the altcoin season lasts longer than Bitcoin. I mean, altcoin season may run to September, October. That would be insane, though. I mean, if Injective goes to $1,000 per, it's not out of the question. It's just it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what it does with it. level, this amount of buying that's going on with this coin is very interesting. So honestly, I might actually start buying some more of this. It was getting too high though. $50 per coin. I wasn't feeling it, which I may add that to my bag. But I guess we can take a look and see, has there been any? Pendle, Ondo, they're kind of the big talks of the town right now. Ton coin. What's done good today? Yeah, there was a bounce today, but it kind of looks like most of that bounce has dissipated. Yeah. But ultimately, we can take a look at the closer to these charts and just see what's going on here. It's just, this looks to me like it wants to go down and create some kind of trading channel further down. But if we do start moving upward, start trying to come back up here to break at this again, that would be a good thing. But I still don't think it would happen for another month or so. And usually, the whole sell in May thing, I really think is going to affect Bitcoin. So a big part of me thinks that we may come down to about 54K and then start moving back up. And that would take us into June, July. I think that's just a lot more in the cards. But could be wrong, but I think that would give a lot of the indicators more time to consolidate and cool off a little bit. We are getting some cool offs here, and this is typical bull market. Come back up. We may come down a little further on the RSI, and that would be perfect, honestly. So we can continue the bull market on up. I think that's what we're looking at. Ethereum got hit pretty hard too. Let's take a look at a couple more things. I don't want to jump off here. Ethereum, and please feel free, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I'll answer any questions. I'll try to interact with anybody who's talking to me. Sorry, I haven't been doing this as much lately. Very busy with work. All right, so this is Ethereum versus BTC, and it's like at a 3-year low. It hasn't been this low since March of 21. So yeah, about 3 years, and we're probably bottoming out about right here. So basically, it's telling you Ethereum leads the altcoins. So once Ethereum starts rallying up, especially once it makes an all-time high somewhere in here, or not all-time, but a higher high, all seasons in and happening. So gain, that's data talk, but it's still got some ways. It needs to reclaim probably this 200 moving average, and once that happens, that'll be good stuff. Ethereum USD, we're holding support. There is a little bit of a gap. I mean, I could see us going back to 2,700, possibly even down to 2,100. I don't think that would happen. It's somewhat possible that if we can't hold up here, we may fall down pretty hard. Apart from that, yes, the altcoins really haven't made an all-time high. The altcoin, there's total 3 that has not made an all-time high. Total crypto market cap has not made an all-time high. So I'm looking at those indicators kind of more to figure out when this cycle may end on average. So take a look at, and basically what we're in right now is the disbelief rally, I think, for the whole crypto market. The altcoins haven't even started. So I didn't realize we got this high, but the total crypto market cap went to 3 trillion. We're basically at that previous first all-time at 2.5 trillion. So if we hold this support here at 2 trillion, which could come down to 1.9, 1.85, somewhere in there, and then bounce. We've already bounced once, so And what happened before, we could be in an area similar to this where we retrace back, but we're actually more, it looks a little bit more like we're in an area like this. But if we find support on this level, yeah, this move to me looks a lot more like this. You're taking a look how we broke out. It's good to look at fractal patterns and kind of compare and contrast. Like this was kind of the bull market doors of the previous market. And you could argue it might be this spot. I don't think so. I don't think we're right. I think this is, again, it's the total crypto market cap, not just Bitcoins, everything. And if we're right here technically, then to take a look at how much time do we have left. If we consolidate for another few weeks, this is the big question. How long does this thing last before we break out of this thing? We just had this little capitulation. We'll take an average. Go with that. How long does this bull market last? Yep, May, June 2025 next year. Depending how long this consolidation, if the consolidation lasts as long as it did last time. May, June next year for the total market cap. All right. Yep. So we'll take a look at a couple other things here as well. This is excluding BTC. This is excluding BTC and ETH. So basically, I feel like we just had our disbelief rally. And yeah, I don't feel like we're right here. We're not this high up in this situation. I think we're really closer to this spot here. We're like claiming. Yeah, I feel like we're either right here or right here. So this is some speculative drawing out, but say we're right here. How long do we have to the all-time high? Again, it takes us to May, June 2025. Probably give or take a month, And, like I only drew it to this right spot right here. I think there probably would be a drawdown and then another push up towards Christmas time that might make another high, possibly. But yeah, so according to this, both of these estimates, you have 400 days, about a year, maybe a little bit more, maybe another month plus that to be able to get in and get these, get your position straightened out. So we'll see what happens. But I want to jump off here. Good luck out there. But this blood is looking juicy, so you probably about a month probably accumulate, maybe 2. But hang in there, huddle on. I know it's a brutal weekend, but having's on 420, so enjoy. Peace.